Hi moms, I wanted to share the pool tips that I was talking about. I shared it on my Instagram. It took me a week to finally just decide, okay, this is way too many tips and there's like explanations for some things. So I'm just gonna make a video and put it on my YouTube channel so that it's easier to share. So, okay, before we start talking about you actually getting ready to leave for the pool, I want to talk about the days leading up to going to the pool. And if you set this up properly and then you just keep with this system, it's going to make going to the pool so much easier, especially if it's like a last minute decision and you're like, okay, we're going to go to the pool today. It just makes it so much easier to do that. And I've noticed that that helps me a lot. So I'm not saying if you do all of these tips, you won't have like a bad experience or something will happen. You know, life happens and sometimes we forget something or someone has an attitude or, you know, what have you. So, but I've noticed that these things consistently done have helped us had a really good pool experience. So let's talk about storage. And I'm just gonna keep looking at my notes here so I don't forget anything. But I keep all of our swimsuits in a beach bag by the garage so that on swim days, we simply grab the bag out of the closet and get dressed right before we leave. So whenever we come back from the pool, my laundry room is thankfully right there by my garage. So I just have the girls strip down. I immediately throw the swimsuits in the washing machine. They wrap themselves in their beach towel, go all the way up to the bath and take a bath. Once they are done with that, I immediately wash the beach towels, and once everything is dried, it goes right back in our beach bag and goes right back in the closet. I do not put them away in drawers. I do not store beach towels in another closet. Everything stays right there in that bag in the closet so that if it's a pool day or we just decide, hey, you know what, we don't have anything else going on today, let's go to the pool, we just pull up in the closet, grab that bag out, and we get dressed. And it's amazing. I know that's so simple and it's probably something a lot of people do, but it really is a game changer. And then I also keep the beach towels in there too. I keep all of our floaties and portable kiddie pool for the baby that I bring to bring right by the car in the garage for quick grabbing and make it easy for the kids to help grab. Basically, I keep a pool tote bag, kind of like a diaper bag, but just all of the pool stuff. And I put it in a storage box in the garage or it's just close and accessible right beside my car. So we have this little bitty baby pool that you can get at like Target or Walmart for $5. It has been amazing for my 1-year-old. It's fantastic. It's already blown up before we even get to the pool. And if you go to a pool where they don't allow flotation devices like this, then this might not be helpful to you. But for our neighborhood pool, we're allowed to. So it works for us. So I just bring that little small already blown up kiddie pool and I just keep my girls' swim jackets in there, their life jackets or floaties and the toys. That way, if we're gonna go to the pool, I simply just grab the whole thing and put it in my car or in my trunk. Yeah, and it just makes everything easy because everything is right there by my car. So everyone in the family knows that during the summertime, all of our pool stuff has a permanent spot in our garage. It's not to be put away, it's not to be moved, it just lives right there in our garage. So that's pretty much it for storage stuff. Now I want to move on to preparing to leave. So you've woken up, it's the day you're going to go to the pool. Here are my tips for having a good experience, getting out the door and getting to the pool and getting in the water as quick as possible to avoid meltdowns, sweating from the heat, and realizing you forgot something. So number one is if you have an older kid who, and I say older, that's really relevant to like your kids, you know your kids, who's going to be more responsible, who's more able to do certain tasks. I have a 7-year-old, so you can assign your oldest kid or even a 5-year-old on pool days, your job, let's say her name is Rose. Okay, Rose, on pool days, your job is to make sure that all of our floaties are in the pool, the kiddie pool, right by the car. Okay, and that's like the simplest job. So you can tell the girls that morning, hey girls, like today's our pool day. And if you have a little wall calendar, it really helps to put that on your calendar so they know, when are we going to the pool? Oh, we're going on Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, and then you can say job assignment, Rose, did we get our floaties? And then obviously you always want to check that they're in the car or by the car. If they can't open the car door themselves, you know, it's your job to make sure they actually got in the car. But I found that that is really helpful. And also we kind of loop in some habit training there, that the girls are learning responsibility and that they're also taking responsibility for their stuff. And you're not the only one who's responsible for all of the stuff, because it's a lot. Yeah, so just making sure that they're there after the last time you went to the pool, really important. Let's see. Have everyone use the bathroom before you leave the house. I have my girls do this while they're getting their swimsuits on. When I say, okay, it's time to get ready to go to the pool, everyone come to the back hallway. We go to the back hallway. I open the bag, hand them their swimsuits, and I say, go use the bathroom and then put on your swimsuit. And they will do that. And if there is like a little bit of an attitude here, or they really don't need to use the bathroom, then I don't force them to sit on the toilet to go to the bathroom. My girls are 7 and 5 now, and then I have a 1-year-old. So if they really don't need to use the bathroom, it's not that big of a deal. But I found it's always good to check and kind of try, especially with my middle, who still kind of needs a little bit of habit training in that area, just to make sure she's not waiting too long in between bathroom breaks. But it's a helpful little tip. Just anything you can do to make it easier for your kids to get in the water as fast as possible when you get to the pool, highly recommend. So everyone try to use the bathroom before you leave. Once they're done using the bathroom and everyone is dressed, we apply sunscreen. If we're gonna be, we don't wear sunscreen all the time, but if we're gonna be in direct sun and we're going to the pool at a time of day where it is the highest level of like the bad UV rays, and we're gonna be in direct sunlight for, you know, a good 2 to 3 hours, I apply a little bit of sunscreen on their face before we even leave. That way, again, when we get to the pool, we don't have to stop the process of having fun to apply the sunscreen. We can simply go in, set our stuff down, and they can start swimming. So anything you can do. So applying sunscreen. Let's see. And it saves you so much transitional energy as a mom. That's what I mean by that. Okay, snacks and food, preparing to leave. Snacks, grab easy. If you're not bringing a lunch and you're just going to the pool for like maybe a couple of hours in between meal times and you don't really want to have to pack a full lunch, or let's say it's a last minute decision, I highly recommend bringing protein snacks and bring maybe like hydration packs in your water. I really like the kids liquid IV. My girls love that. Or like just some mineral drops in their water just to help them stay fully hydrated, because I feel like they will gravitate more towards having a fit or just getting really tired quickly and just asking for more and more snacks when really they're actually dehydrated. They're not as hungry, they're actually dehydrated. And so just helping them stay hydrated with making sure you're bringing enough water and some protein snacks. Like we love meat sticks. They're really grab and go and easy things. And if you do want to pack a lunch, then anything you can do to prepare before. So packing your lunch right after you made breakfast that morning, and then it's already there, and at lunchtime whenever you go, or if you go at that time, that's always good. If you can pack it beforehand, so much easier for you mentally, and you're just more prepared. Let's see. Oh, I have a big, I think it's like a 64-ounce jug that my friend got me for my birthday a couple of years ago, and I didn't think that I would keep it, but my husband actually told me, you should keep that, because when we go on road trips, you could just fill it, and then we have water to replenish the girls' water bottles without having to go through so many plastic water bottles. And I was like, that's a really good idea. Lo and behold, I kept it, and I use that thing pretty frequently. Almost, if we're gonna be at the pool for more than like 2.5, 3 hours, I fill that up and I bring it with me. And then we have fresh reverse osmosis water from our filter that I just add mineral drops to, and we don't have to worry about using what I consider the gross water fountain at the pool to refill our waters. So that's nice. If you can bring extra water in other jugs, or even if you have extra smaller water bottles, go ahead and bring like 2 water bottles for your kids. That way they have enough water, and you're not concerned like, oh, now we have to leave early because we ran out of water, or something simple like that. If you're bringing lunch, then trying to pack that shortly after breakfast. Okay, yes, I already said that. So then, and I didn't type out the rest of the things here, but I'm just gonna kind of sum everything up. Here's kind of what that transition looks like for us. I'll walk you through like what it looks like. So the girls know ahead of time if it's a pool day or not. It's on my wall calendar. I just have a simple, you can even go on Google and just type in printable free wall calendar for the month of July 2025. I don't know. Or you can make one on Canva for free. It's really simple. And then I just print that off and I put on there with each week. I don't plan out the full month. I do it kind of like week by week. And I'll put on there, I'll say, okay, Tuesday and Thursday are pool days this week. So then Monday night, I let the girls know, hey, remember, did you guys see on the calendar? Tomorrow's a pool day. Are you excited? We're going to go to the pool tomorrow. And then they will kind of already get that in their mind that, oh, tomorrow we're going to the pool. We're going to be getting wet. We get to play. Yay. Or it'll kind of help them just ease any anxious thoughts they might have about what is going to happen tomorrow. And so then the morning of or the night before, depending on if we're going at a time where we'll need a full meal, which typically we do, I'll pack a lunch, and I'll give lunch tips in a minute. But I will go ahead and try and pre-pack that, or the morning of at breakfast time. That way, since I'm already in the kitchen, like working on breakfast, I can use the same time to go ahead and prep our lunch pretty quickly. Like while eggs are cooking, I can slice the bread or make the peanut butter and jelly sandwich or whatever it is. And then, so the day of, I will make sure that our swimsuits are there, everything's there, and we just grab the hat and I'm like, okay, it's time to get ready to go to the pool. Let's go to the hallway. We will go to the hallway. We will put on our swimsuits. And during that time, my girls will use the bathroom if they need to use the bathroom. Then I will tell them, let's put on your water shoes. So they have sandals that are okay to get wet. We don't really wear like water shoes that you would wear at the beach or like swimming water shoes. We just wear sandals because they are barefoot at the pool anyway. So I just say, put on your water sandals, and they know which ones those are. So then they put those on and I'm like, okay, grab your water bottle, which I have already filled up, and go get in the car. And I will tell my oldest, hey, remember to check for our floaties, make sure they're in there. And then, I grab the baby, she's changed. I get her in the car seat. I grab our lunchbox, our waters, anything that I might need or want. I hopefully have already prepared that. Oh, and I forgot to say, we do sunscreen when they're getting dressed. And so then we all get in the car, and thankfully our pool is only like 2 minutes away. We literally just drive to it because it's in our neighborhood. And we get there, and my girls know that once we get there, we all get out of the car. They all help carry something. So my oldest will carry like the pool with the floaties in it. My other daughter will carry like our bag, and then I'll get the baby and my lunch box or water bottles or something like that. And then we all go in together. We set our stuff down. And this is like kind of like another little quick mom hack if you're wanting to save even more time. When you get out of the car at the pool, just go ahead and put your kids' life jackets on. If you have like a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old, especially like a 2 or 3-year-old, and they're walking, they're not going in a stroller, it is really difficult to keep track of them while you're trying to do this transition, and you don't want to have to be like, okay, come on, no, we're not getting in the water yet. No, because you want to have a good attitude and you want to have fun too. So anything you can do to just make that transition smoother, just go ahead and do. Like, you get out of the car, go ahead and put their swimsuits on. Like for me, when we had first moved to this neighborhood a couple of years ago and my girls were a little bit younger, I would even go ahead and put their life jacket on them before we left the house, because they don't really buckle, because we're just driving like literally down the street and to the right. And so I would just go ahead and even put it on before we even left the house. Obviously, if you're driving further than that, you probably need to buckle them and they can't wear their life jacket under their seatbelt. That goes without saying, I think. But when you pull up, you can go ahead and put their life jackets on. And then it's one thing less to carry, and it's just easier. And as soon as you get in and they set their stuff down, they're good to go. You can say, go ahead and go swim, or, remind them whatever transitional statement you need to do. I cannot believe how long this video is, and I cannot believe how long I just talked about simply going to the pool. But these little hacks, I'm so tired. These little pool hacks have helped so much. And I think it sounds silly, but cumulatively, we have gone to the pool 20 plus times this summer, and these things have helped so much. So I hope that you found a tip that would help serve you, or maybe it's getting your wheels spinning and you're thinking, okay, I just need to think through more of like the flow and the process and how our home is set up. Where do I store all the stuff? Is it accessible? Is it ready? Making sure that you're washing the swimsuits immediately as soon as you get home. That way that they're drying and they're ready if you decide to go back to the pool the next day. Just things like that. It really helps. So I hope this helped you moms have, I don't know, just some other ideas to help you have a good time at the pool the rest of this summer. And I hope you're brave enough to just get back out there and start going to the pool more. So, bye.